I can smell rust.
No trespassing.
No exit. Look, he's got the axe he uses for killing people there.
Two pickers roll up and then are never seen again. Oh, you live in here?
I do.
You're a sick man.
Well, that's a supreme compliment, isn't it?
Exactly. What's it gonna take to drive away with this one right here?
1,800.
Whoa! And what would something like that sell for?
Probably about $600.
And if we were gonna buy it, how much would it be?
Probably about $600.
Like the look.
Oh, thank you very much.
First time I've ever picked from a guy with hair longer than me.
The door goes up.
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road?
Take it.
We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast. I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
Sheldon, we got way too much stuff. Look at the crap we got everywhere. We need more space.
What does your underwear and socks do?
Not my socks. I don't wear white socks.
Those aren't my socks.
Maybe they're that hitchhiker we picked up yesterday. Our place in Calgary's 10 times as bad as this. We got to get more space. We need a bigger place.
And it's got to be on ground level, no more stairs.
I'm so sick of humping that stuff downstairs. My back is killing me.
Why don't we start looking for some space?
Deal.
Oh, I love BC.
Look at that. Yeah, that's wonderful.
So we're going to the Cowichan Valley, and isn't this appropriate? It means sun at your back
Get the sun in my face right now.
in Salish.
Oh, is it Salish Indians?
Yeah.
In Cowichan?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to see Mike today, a lifetime collector slash accumulator who's got stuff everywhere. Indoors, outdoors, barns, basement. There's got to be something good there.
You never know what you're gonna see.
I think we're getting close. I can smell rust.
I think this might be it.
That's a crazy little driveway, isn't it? We make the turn into Mike's place, and it's a weird little narrow road. I feel like I'm going into the back roads of Aintree.
Hey, look at the bathtub, Scott.
Oh my lord.
No trespassing.
No exit. Does that mean he's
Is
going to
this-
eat us if we go up here? Look, he's got the axe he uses for killing people there.
I thought, whoa.
More bathtubs.
Bathtubs you can throw lime in. And...
I've heard stories of places like that where two pickers roll up and then are never seen again.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This
Look
is
at this. It's got like 3 buildings out here.
As you come up, his house is on the left-hand side. It's covered with stuff. This is literally a mountain of stuff. I've never seen so much stuff in one place.
We gotta meet Mike.
I'm almost afraid to get out.
Yeah. When there's that many things outside, you know there's gonna be a lot inside.
Mike.
Good to meet you, Mike.
Hey,
Thank
Mike.
you, Scott.
I'm Sheldon.
Hi, Sheldon.
You're a little bit of an accumulator here, Mike.
You name it, it's there. I collect hangers, lights, bed pads, pedestal sinks, bathtubs. I've gone overboard.
So how long have you been here?
Since the day before yesterday. I have been here for 30 years. I think they'll be taking me out on the horizontal. That's the only way I will leave.
And what's the story?
They call me Hector the Collector.
Okay.
And I do sell. I like to buy, though. What I sell, I can go out and buy other things. So it's just getting bigger, bigger, bigger.
I'd like to expand your wallet a little right now. I'd like to buy the railway sign.
That is sad. Almost everything is for sale.
But not the thing
the
I
railway
like
sign.
first.
Sorry.
So nothing in this here whole area is for sale?
Everything in there is for sale.
Well, then let's go
Almost.
look.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah. You got armies of tubs. What's a bathtub selling for these days?
Which one would you like?
This little 5-footer right here.
That's not a 5-footer, that's a 6-footer.
Size don't matter, but
Size does matter.
Sheldon thinks he's 6 feet
Take
too.
a look at that.
that's a beauty.
Nice condition on the inside.
All right. What's it gonna take to drive away with this one right here?
1,800.
$1,800, Mike. I would take a bath, wouldn't I? He wants an astronomical price. Wow, Mike, you get a kick out of this, don't you?
I enjoy it. This is my life.
You got collections of collections.
Yeah, there are a few lights there.
Welcome to the trunk department.
Every now and then, we see people like Mike. These are people that fill their life up with stuff. They're a little indiscriminate about what they buy.
Now that's a chainsaw.
It's the good, the bad, the ugly. Is that not the cheesiest picture you've ever seen in your life?
I think that's gorgeous.
Imagine the guy using these moccasins till the last day. That looks like Vancouver Island rat to me. Hey, how come this tub is here, Mike, not in with all the other soldiers?
Right over top of where Sheldon was standing was about a 250-pound bathtub held together with binder twine and attached to the ceiling.
That's a good question.
Mike, I just noticed you got a hot rod up there, a little pedal car.
Yeah, that's very special.
It's a Gendron, I think.
Gendron's an interesting company. They made buggies, baby buggies, didn't they?
Not just baby buggies, but toy baby buggies, too.
Yeah. What do you need out of that one, Mike?
I paid $450 for it.
Whoa! How long have you had it?
6-8 months.
So you're not attached to it?
Oh, I'm very attached.
Mike is a guy that really likes to accumulate, but doesn't like to deaccession his collection unless he gets a really high dollar for it, and in certain circumstances, money's not an object. So why is it hanging in an outbuilding instead of in your house?
I don't have any room in the house. That's why I have to put it out here.
Have you thought about stop buying?
You're as honest as my wife. My wife says it's me or the junk. I couldn't give up my junk. Oh, well. I was out the door.
I don't know what to say. Here's a guy that worked hard all his life. He has a pension. He's single. He lives frugally, but he goes to 4 auctions a week.
There's your auction receipt.
Hey.
You bought it in '97. What are you doing, aging this thing?
Yeah.
That's what he loves to do. He can survive that way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here's what you need.
Yeah,
Picking
you need a
around
hard
here.
hat in here.
Yeah.
But he's sort of getting just buried underneath the stuff he's got.
Mike, I know what my partner would say.
What's that?
He would say, you're a sick man.
Well, that's a supreme compliment, isn't it?
Exactly.
The truth is out.
What about that oak stool?
200.
Ouch.
What would you want out of the little tricycle?
85.
Whoa,
85,
man.
Mike?
I could offer it to you for more.
It's real difficult to negotiate with Mike because A, he's paid too much, and B, he doesn't really want to sell. You're not really a seller. Like, you're not a
Oh, I
dealer.
like to sell.
Do you?
Oh, yeah. But I'm not going to give it away.
I wish I had $1 for every time I heard somebody say that.
It's now time to change gears. Anything that's complete, he wants way too much for. So we're now looking at little bits and pieces that we can maybe marry with something we've got back at the shop and then make some money on it.
Hey, Mike,
Yeah,
I just found a box that I think used to have a telephone in it.
I agree.
Would you part with that?
I will.
What do you want for it?
You put a price on it.
25 bucks.
You're a little low. 35 and it's done.
How about 30? We split the difference.
Give me your hand.
Okay. That's a good place to start, just to get the ball rolling.
What about the slide glass lamp up above?
Yeah, this blue one here.
The color is what makes it, eh?
That's early Canadian glass that has long since been discontinued. You can't buy that blue slag glass.
How about $50?
We've got that fleur-de-lis lamp base back at home. We can marry that shade to our lamp and maybe triple the money we can get for the base alone.
Why don't we keep breaking the ice and say 30?
Hey,
How about 40? We split the difference.
you like splitting the difference. Let's do it.
Good man.
We now have a lamp we can sell for $200.
Yeah. So is this your house?
That is where I live.
Oh, you live in here?
I do.
Boy, you got some good stuff. A lot of clocks. Mike likes a clock. In fact, Mike likes
100 clocks.
It's an obsession. I've got it bad.
Let me show you the lighting department. Hey, Scott, check this out. Now, this is the washroom area.
Mike took open concept to new levels when it came to the bathroom. And I thought you were an exhibitionist. You can tell when you walk in that the hand of a woman is nowhere to be seen. My wife would not want to have a bath or go to the washroom in a room without a door on it.
Well, you've got to be odd to do this, but I'm in a position where I can do it, so I do it.
There's a nice little Spelter Art Deco lamp.
You like the female form.
Well, who doesn't? Mike is a fan of the female form. In fact, everywhere you go, there is the female form. Clad sometimes, often not. What do you think you'd need to get out of that lamp?
4 1/4, I'm guessing.
Holy smoke.
Not a bad little base.
There must be a price on it.
Oh, $55?
Hey?
It's $5.50.
$5.50.
Ah,
So, Mike, what's the story in the lamp?
1,700.
Wow.
I'm not even going to give you a counter offer on that one.
No, I wouldn't either. I don't care if it ever leaves.
Yeah.
I noticed that. In fact, there's a few pieces around here you don't care, is one way or the other.
Right.
Mike's not motivated to sell, and that's frustrating.
But before we go, we got to just try one more time to find a treasure. Hey, is that a music box?
It is.
May I?
Yes.
I spotted the music box. It was sitting on a chair underneath something, but I don't think Mike had even known it was there. It just became part of the scenery. It was wallpaper to him. This looks like a treasure, Mike. It's a Swiss music box, rosewood case that they've inlaid. This one is a particularly good one because it's got 8 different tunes. Now, is it in working condition? That's the key to it all.
I have never tried it.
Is this Old
Isn't
Lang
that
Syne?
Yeah.
Nice. That's the first time I've heard that run.
See the cylinder with the little pin sticking
Yeah.
up? That's hitting these teeth and giving you the sound. Just the thought that somebody could make music in a portable form 100+ years ago, that took a lot of ingenuity, a lot of skill. What do you want for this?
How about 7 1/4?
Ooh, that doesn't leave that little bit of meat on the bone that we need to exist.
All right, what do you suggest?
5?
A little sweet in the pot, and then you got something.
What about 5.50?
Hey?
What about 5.50?
My hearing system goes every once in a while. I earned that.
I'm going to watch you two guys go.
6 will work. Let's do that. I come down 100 1/4. How's that?
5.75, we split the difference. Good man.
Done.
5.75. Makes the day for me, and we make a few bucks to boot.
You know, I've been looking for one of these. Mine got stolen. I saw an oilskin coat hanging on a rack. I wonder if it'll fit me. They're generally for tall, skinny guys, not short, fat guys.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah.
He looked spiffy. The hat, the long hair.
That's not bad, actually. What do you need out of this?
75 is fine.
That's a fair price. I'll take that for 75.
Done deal.
Perfect. Bought it for 75 bucks. Cost you $275 new, so that was a good deal.
I'm going to play the music box while you twirl around in your new oilskin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The Old Lang Syne. Well, speaking of Old Lang Syne, I
Yeah.
think it's time for us to get out of here.
Yeah.
Very good.
That was a lot
Okay.
of fun.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thanks for your hospitality, Mike.
You're most welcome.
We came, we saw, we lived to pick another day. It's actually not a bad shade, is it, Sheldon?
I like that one.
This thing, you know, it'll probably make a nice medicine cabinet.
Love it. I don't mind picking till it's dark if we get good items. That's a great item.
Mike, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Thanks for showing us around. And if you ever decide you really want to lighten the load, we'll be back.
Very good.
Okay, thanks, Mike.
Thank you. Come again. Scott and Sheldon had a good time. They got the odd good buy. It was great.
I'll tell you, if we thought we needed more storage space, he could outfit every home in Duncan with a cast iron bathtub.
And have a few left over.
Exactly.
But what a good guy.
Yeah, no, I liked him. He was fun.
Yeah. I love Victoria. I've been coming here for years.
I've only been to Victoria once. Back in the 70s, here for a hockey tournament. I think it was midget. My most distinct memory of Victoria is having a couple too many, and then me and a buddy went streaking down Main Street.
Streaking? Maybe just for old time's sake. No. We're going to a shop that's closing down, and the shop has been there forever. Forrest and his sister works in the shop too. Classic Victorian antiques.
Well, that's going to be interesting. That's not something we usually do.
Well, we'll find out how motivated Forrest is, but I'm excited because he's got to be out of there, I think, at some point. They've sold the building. Quaint little street.
Great little house.
Wow, this is the place, isn't it?
Good morning, guys.
Hey.
Here.
Scott, how are you?
Forrest.
I'm Sheldon.
Nice to meet you.
We were just admiring the house. How old is it?
This house is actually from the 1860s, 1862.
Wow, really?
And there's only about a handful of homes this old in the city still standing.
Pre-Confederation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. My family opened this store in this location back in the 1940s. And I'd like you to meet my sister, Heather.
Hi, I'm Sheldon.
Hello, Sheldon. I'm Heather.
Hi, I'm Scott. How are you?
Hello, Scott.
meet you.
I'm
Nice to
Heather.
meet you.
Oh.
I've just made some
Isn't
tea,
this
so I
lovely?
hope
Tea?
you come and
Yeah.
join us.
We had tea and biscuits. Now, that's the way you should pick all the time. I think I like picking in Victoria already. So are you two business partners?
Yes, we are.
That's unusual for brothers and sisters.
You still like each other?
Yeah.
How many years you been doing it together?
Over 30 years.
This we inherited through our grandmother.
I love a cup of tea and I love a biscuit, but I'm here to pick. He's quite happy with his dainty little cup and his biscuit.
I was content. Lovely Earl Grey tea. My family was doing about the same thing.
Yeah.
We have all 3 generations in the antiques trade too.
I'm sitting there, I'm dying. I see lots of stuff I want to look at. I want to check some prices out. So I figure if I take my cup and go, he might get the message.
Would you like some more tea?
Love some.
I'd like to get picking. I was getting a little impatient there. We've only got so much time. I want to see as many rooms as I can. I just can't help looking around. That's the problem. I can't get
Well,
comfortable.
you're totally welcome to.
Can I?
Definitely. Start walking.
Keep drinking.
Well, I don't want to be rude, but as usual, Scott's got the jump on me. So I'm going to drink up and...
Okay. Start looking. That's
Yes.
great.
Oh, wow.
This is an unusual day for us. This is not where we normally are, and it's not the things we normally buy. Look at these chairs.
There's beautiful things. This is a classical antique shop, the sort of thing that was very popular in the 60s and 70s.
It's very elegant, very high-styled antiques. It's not what the market's looking for these days. So we're gonna have a little bit of trouble finding a lot of stuff to buy here, particularly if the prices are high. $4,500. Look at the price on that set of horns there.
Yay.
$995.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to try and figure out what the sort of the ground rules are here, right? Because the prices on most of this stuff are so far out of the range where we
Yeah.
could sell them. There's lots of stuff I like. Like, I love this. This is
Yeah.
one of those ceremonial cups, right?
Loving cup.
Yeah. There are a few pieces I can spot that are really high quality, and I think they will always stand the test of time.
Now we've just got to figure out, how do we buy them? Oh, Forrest.
Yeah.
Well, I think Scott and I have had a pretty good look around.
I hope you're having fun.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
Got some questions?
We're going to have one big question is how motivated you are.
There's always room on things, and then, you know, some things I can do better than others.
Sure, of course.
This is my favorite thing on this table.
If you're gonna have just one drink before dinner,
Yes.
it might as well be a good drink.
I love that. Lovely piece. You don't see them very often. 30 plus years, I think that's the first oak barrel loving cup I've seen. How much would you sell that to a couple pickers from Alberta for? Now, I'm not letting you look at the price.
Well, that's not fair.
How much would you like
I
for
can't
that?
remember everything.
I tried to hide the price tag from him and make him give us a price without looking at it, because I knew if he needed the price tag, we were in trouble.
I have to look.
Well, give us a price first, then I'll let you look.
I can't.
Pretend you know.
I can't remember everything.
Unfortunately, that was an indication he was concerned about what he had paid for a piece, how much profit he was going to make, not what's a fair price today.
I'd like to get 200 for it.
Yeah, see, I think that's where we'd be at.
Retail.
Retailing.
Just too much money for us to make a profit on it. We're gonna leave that and maybe package it with something else later. I'd like to buy your cabinet.
Those cabinets aren't that easy to find.
And what would something like that sell for?
Probably about $600.
And if we were gonna buy it, how much would it be?
Probably about $600.
You're a hard man, Forrest. You're a hard man. He loves the stuff. He's loath to give anything up. So it's gonna be a little hard dealing with him, I think.
Well, can I ask you about the Tantalus?
Of course. There's another good quality.
That's a
really good
particularly
quality.
nice one. The Tantalus is normally a 3-bottle liquor decanter with a little locking mechanism.
But you're right. So that falls, and then that's just enough room.
That's to keep the little hands away from the liquor.
Yeah.
And these are particularly nice deep cut bottles. It's so unusual to find them all there and in such nice condition. The Tantalus is marked 700, totally out of the question, way beyond what we would ever sell it for. I'd be interested at $250, maybe $3. What's your best price on that?
I'd like to get about $450 for that.
I'm afraid the best shot that I think Scott and I would take at this would be $300.
You know what, if we packaged the loving cup, we might do $450 on the pair.
I'd want to see about $550 for the two, I think.
Well, I'm concerned. I'm hoping that Scott and I are not wasting our entire day. We need to buy some things here.
I had my eye on this and I had to ask you.
Oh, yeah.
I spotted a picture frame, and I love old picture frames. I love old, finely crafted things. It's beautiful. I mean, it caught my eye immediately.
Oh, of course it would.
It is a fabulous little piece. It's turn of the century, maybe 1890s is my guess on it.
It's actually French piece, cast bronze and then gilded lightly or bronzed finished.
I just love that.
You're thinking of putting your picture in there, aren't you, Scott?
no, not my picture. I get excited whenever I see something good like that. It sort of makes you just take an extra breath and you stop and you say, wow, that's a cool thing. I'd like to get that. 1,600. So what would you need out of that?
I'd want to get at least 700. That would really be absolutely the bottom.
If this was downtown Paris or Bond Street in London, the price is not astronomical at all. This happens to be Canada. Way too much money is the asking price.
The only thing I'd like better than what I see here is if it had a foundry mark on it or a signature on it, but it doesn't, that I can see anyway.
What do you think about a little package?
What are we looking at?
Well, I'm thinking about this frame, the loving cup, the Tantalus you were looking at.
Those 3 pieces?
Yeah.
We'd be up to 1,200.
I know what he's thinking. He's thinking 1,000.
No.
No, but I was thinking 1,000. How about if we did 1,100 on all 3?
Okay.
All right.
Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Forrest.
That's a fabulous picture frame.
All 3 good pieces.
Excellent pieces.
I'm happy. I never have buyer's remorse when I'm buying really good things.
That's right.
That's one of the best things I've seen in a long time.
Hey, that's great. What about a spot of tea?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and this time I can take my time.
Yeah, well, you know, this time you're paying for the tea.
I'm feeling a lot more comfortable about my scotch not getting into your little hands. I'm keeping the key.
Well, you keep the Scotch one and I'll keep the beer one. I love this little picture frame though. Man, it even looks better in the light. Well, I know what it's gonna be.
Two-handed drinking vessel tonight in the bar.
And then if I get really drunk, you can help me with the other one.
Here, yeah.
It was a nice diversion from what we normally do. We saw some really good things. We bought some really good things, and our clients will be happy. Hey, thank you very
so
much.
It's been a pleasure meeting you.
Than's Forrest. The
Thanks.
pleasure was
Have a
ours.
safe trip. Happy trails.
All right.
See you later.
Thanks, Forrest.
Say bye to Heather for us.
I will.
I'm gonna love that loving cup tonight because I want to have one beer per night. Now I can have a good-sized beer.
We're midway up Vancouver Island, in Nanaimo. 1853 is when the Hudson's Bay Fort first established here. Hey, Scott, I got a little surprise for you. I picked up some
Ooh.
Nanaimo bars.
I love Nanaimo bars. Breakfast of champions. That's really good. Get them away from me though, because I'll eat them all. After we were talking yesterday, Sheldon, I made a couple calls, and I think we got a line on a warehouse in Calgary.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Big old barn-style place.
Oh, I like big.
Yeah, high ceilings, 2 levels.
Well, let's check it out when we get back to Calgary.
I'm really excited about it, actually.
Going to see Rod and his son, Sean.
That's interesting. You don't see too many kids getting into the game.
That's really unusual. Rod was working construction and lost a leg.
Seriously?
Yeah, so I think that's changed his life. He used to have an antique store, but he closed her down a long time ago.
It'll be interesting to see whether he left at the height of the market with height of the market prices, or whether he got out when it started to turn, in which case he may understand that the market's changed.
Yeah, but we're gonna find out soon because we're getting close.
This is a weird area. I expected to be in a farm or something.
No, he's got the stuff stored in his home. Bet you that's the place.
Oh, okay. Oh, it says Rod's right on the side of the van.
Hey,
Hey, you must be Rod. How are you doing?
good.
I'm Scott. How are you?
I'm Sheldon, nice to meet you. So we heard you got a lot of stuff.
I do. So what's the story? Why do you have so much and why is it here?
I collected stuff and then I opened an antique store because I had so much, and then I couldn't do it with my leg problem, so I brought it all home.
And why are you thinking about selling?
Time to move on.
Hey, lead the way.
All right. Here's my son, Sean.
Like the look.
Oh, thank you very much.
Sean is a throwback to the 60s. He's got the long hair, he's got the bandana, he's sort of my kind of guy.
The long, old, grizzled hair, white hair look is definitely pretty sweet. Far too few guys these days have long hair. It's a pity, too, because they can't do this, which is always fun.
So what do you like?
I'm a fan of swords and knives and whatnot. Just this, that, and the other thing, whatever's interesting.
Cool. Well, let's start looking.
There's a lot downstairs.
Got a car in there?
Car for garage? No. Garages aren't for cars.
You sound like my dad.
I have no idea what we're gonna see. The door goes up.
Oh,
Rod.
holy
Wow.
smokes, that's insanity.
We're gonna need 2 weeks.
Everything's just sort of hodgepodge on top of each other.
Whoa.
There's nothing stable to stand on. There's ladders and there's shelves.
I have no doubt there's some real treasures buried at the bottom of that pile.
How you guys doing in there?
Oh, we're finding stuff.
There's a bunch of knives here. Are they yours?
Yep.
Interesting little bone one.
I hope they like them. Maybe I'll be able to sell one or two of them, make a couple bucks.
Well, are there any of these you're prepared to sell, Sean?
Well, a couple of those are pretty special to me. One of them is the first knife I ever got.
Yeah, that's a nice little skinning knife. And the bayonet looks like it's American Second World War.
Yep.
And this one, would you be interested in selling this one?
I think so, maybe, yeah.
He's got a nice little boxed Puma knife. That's the gem of the knives.
Only 1 year for Christmas that knife came out.
It looks like it's one of those ones where you've got like a survival knife almost, right? You got a bunch of different things in it. What would you be looking to get out of it?
They were only made the 1 year, so it'd have to be pretty good. Well, let's say 500 for it.
Whoa, that's a really nice one.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was thinking a couple $100 would be top nut on that.
That's a little bit too little. How about 350?
250? 250? You gotta be careful when you're dealing with somebody that's not in the biz every day buying and selling. You gotta be more than fair with them.
Meet in the middle at 3?
Rod, shake the man's hand.
Okay. All right, Sean.
Made $300 selling a knife, which is good. Always nice.
I think you cut yourself a fine deal there.
I think so too.
He's got his dad's blood in him.
Yeah.
And now he knows you can make money in this business. Can I see your cane?
That's an oldie. That's from England.
I see that Rod's got a cane in his hand with a skull on the end of it, so I ask him if I can see it. I love canes and I love skulls, so that's just a winner for me. That's fun.
I've had about 6-7 years.
Somebody did a pretty good job on that, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, it really does look like a creepy skull. Skulls have been a fascination for mankind for thousands of years. They're easy to sell. There's a ton of people out there, both young and old, that want something with a skull on it. I love that cane. I want that cane. If I saw it in a shop at 100, I'd snap it. If I saw it at 200, I'd be tempted.
What are you thinking, Rod?
Well, we're getting close on, being friends here. So yeah, 200. I'll give it to you.
I said tempted at 200. I didn't say I'd pull the trigger at 200.
Yeah. And you said we're friends, so he'd be a happy friend at 150.
I didn't go to 4.
Yeah.
But the right number for me is 150.
Well, I was thinking I'd giving you a deal at 2, so.
Seriously?
Okay. Yeah. I would take it for 2.
I'm a picker. I got a bargain.
I know you do.
I wanted the cane, and Rod wanted me to have the cane, but he was holding firm at $200. Have we thought about any throw-in stuff?
I don't know. I'm noticing some nice canoe paddles there. We got a buddy looking for a paddle.
I'll tell you what.
That's
we'll
easy.
go 2 if we get to pick 1 paddle out of there.
1 paddle? Okay. You got a deal.
Done.
Good. All right.
Go pick a paddle.
Pick a paddle. Any paddle.
That's easy.
Pick the one
isn't
on the left. There we are.
That's an easy paddle right there.
At $200, I'm happy with that price, and we've got a buyer that wants 1 canoe oar. Well, you got so much stuff, but I think I want to get in the house before I spend all our money.
Well, I'm excited to get in and take a look around. Wow, you got no shortage of stuff, Rod. This thing's everywhere. Rod's got a whole cornucopia of things. Quite beautiful, isn't it? West Coast native art, traditional antiques, glasswares.
Oh, this one, to my knowledge, is a 200-year-old Polish cavalry sword.
You name it, Rod's got it. Well, you got some Inuit carvings, some more native things. You got a lot of stuff.
I just like handmade things. I love the stories that go with it. Yeah, the pipe was made in Hope by a shaman lady.
Really?
Huh. The feathers up there are from an Indian headdress, and it was a chief that had that. It twirled on top of his headdress. Like,
Wow. I'm always delighted when we get into a pick that has good quality things to choose from. Now we got to find out if we can buy them or not. Oh, there's an old Louisville slugger. George Sisler.
Yeah, this one's back from the 20s. Babe Ruth and this guy scored pretty high with their batting and their pitching abilities.
So what would you want for that bat?
Yeah, 150.
Oh. Whoa!
Wow, you have a big price on the walrus, 1,100.
We're sort of seeing the same picture again and again and again. What would you want for a couple of hardy fiberglass rods?
Probably $250 a piece.
Yeah, that's just a bit too steep for us. He wants too much money for his stuff. We can't buy at those prices. But I did see something I really like. Sheldon and I are a bit crows ourselves. We like little things and shiny things.
It's a seal,
little piece
argillite.
of argillite. And the smaller and the better the quality and the more interesting they are, the more we both have to have them.
Argillite's one of those things that the slightest nick dramatically changes the value. This is a lovely little seal, beautiful to look at, and I want it if we can get it for the right price. So what would you want for a little baby like that?
Well, it had $225 on there, so what are you offering?
Rod's referring to price tags from things from his store. Well, these are things that did not sell in the store. The price tags are from many years ago. They have absolutely no relevance here other than they're messing up our transactions.
I'd be happy to have that for 100, for sure.
Well, for 100, I think I'll keep it. Or, 150 is what I paid,
Rod stalls at $150, and I think, you know what, if I have to pay that, I will, but I'm gonna see if I can group it with something else to get it for a little bit better price.
Sometimes it's not so easy to sell.
It's hard.
You get a couple of willing buyers with a few bucks in their jeans. I'd take advantage. Rod's got a little bit of everything. He's got a lot of West Coast native art.
There's a cute little guy. A nice little soapstone beluga whale. Very small, but very nicely carved. It's a lovely little tactile thing you can put in your hand and hold, and I love those things. So what would you want for a little guy like that?
Okay, make me an offer I can't refuse.
$200 for the pair.
Done.
Excellent. Rod's one of those guys that hates to sell. But once he started selling a few items, he got going and he was moving. The Rolling Stone gathers no moss.
Wow, somebody had some fun with a knife and did a little bit of whittling.
This is a pretty cool piece.
Yeah, that is. I spotted a cane. It was magnificent.
There's a lot of effort into it, and there's a lot of detail in every figure. And each character is a famous French-Canadian.
Yeah.
And I think there's 14 characters.
What are you charging us per character now? It was so well done that we just had to have it.
We both have a soft spot for Kane.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, and this is just so unusual.
Did you see the naughty bit? Your right hand's on it.
Oh, jeez.
There was a little nasty bit on there that was just put in there as a little quirky bit of fun. And frankly, that probably puts $100 on the value of that cane.
That's fun.
It is fun.
Would a couple $100 do it?
Whoa.
Well, I think,
Stepping up.
yeah, you are stepping up, and I think because you know what it is, and it's a beautiful piece. So $350 is a good price.
You really stepped up.
You stepped right on top of me.
You really stepped up, Sheldon. I was thinking like $10 a character, and you're already at 15.
It sure is well carved. So your best crack at it?
I'll let it go for 300. So
I want it, and I'm not giving up. 2 1/4?
250. Done.
I paid a little more than I normally would, but I'm delighted to have that piece. Can we dig into here?
Certainly.
Feel that. That's a dense piece of bone.
Jawbone? Is that what it is?
Jawbone or whale?
What kind of whale?
Be a beluga whale. There's a beluga whale on one side and a seal on the other, and the
There's your beluga.
Yeah.
There's your seal.
yeah, and the polar bears.
And the guy really took the time to polish it nicely, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that took a lot of time. That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
When you see something that good, it's like a shiver goes up your spine, and it just feels good to hold it in your hands and to know that it exists in the world. It's in great polished condition, signed on the bottom. I want that piece.
You got a downtown Vancouver gift shop price on it, though. $1,500.
Yeah, it's one of those things that I don't think you'll find again because they can't harvest the way they used to.
We need to get that sort of the $500 to $700 price range, maybe flip it for $1,000 or $1,200. That's what we're looking to do, and I hope we can get there. I like it a lot, but I guess what I need to know is what would you sell it for?
Well, it's $750 and you can double your money easily. You know that that's worth that.
I'd be a lot more comfortable at $500 on a piece like this.
I was thinking, okay, maybe it won't sell, and if it doesn't, I'm good with that.
How about 7? We're that close.
Okay, 700.
I'm happy with that. That's a beautiful piece. I am ecstatic with that piece because you almost never see a good piece of Inuit art, let alone be able to buy it at a good price.
You know, we haven't had one like that before. And I dare say we'll never find another one
I don't
again.
think you will.
No,
I don't think you will.
so that's great.
I think others can enjoy it now. I've had my time with it, and you know, it's nice to be able to let go.
Okay, I'm gonna put this here for safekeeping. I love canes and I love skulls.
I've seen lots of whalebone, and so has Scott, but this piece is special.
That knife really is nice though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
We've got one guy in mind that will want that knife and will make a little bit of money off it and turn it quick.
Well, that was good. Hey,
That was great.
Thanks
Yeah,
a lot.
fun.
that's been awesome.
Thanks,
time.
Sean.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. We got some fun things.
And we left you with some great stuff. We'll be back.
I hope.
I'm sure we're gonna get another call. We'll see Rod again, Rod and Sean, and I'm just delighted.
See you later.
Yeah, take care.
Till next time.
Thanks a lot.
Hey, that's pretty good, eh?
Huh?
Yeah. Today, for me, was just an awesome blessing. Scott and Sheldon, they're great. It's just been a privilege to meet them and, you know, barter with them. It's fun.
Well, that was interesting. I sort of liked Sean's look, didn't you?
Yeah, that's a look I haven't seen for a long time.
Right out of the Cheech and Chong movie.
Yeah, and he carried it well, I thought.
Yeah, no, it was great. First time I've ever picked from a guy with hair longer than me. Well, now that we're back in Calgary, we got to get more space. I want to take you to the warehouse. I think it's probably exactly what we're looking for. Hopefully we can rent it.
Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Where is it?
I'm not giving you any hints, but when you see it, you're going to be happy. You're going to be excited. I'm excited.
The old livery stable.
You got it, bud.
I love that old building. She's a little rough and tumble. This has to be one of the oldest buildings in Calgary.
It's got some character. It's got some great old bones. It's historic.
I've been to an auction sale or two here.
Yeah, I know. The McLeans, right?
Yeah. Doesn't look like it's been touched for decades. I like the pigeons.
You walk under, he looks like he wants to do something. You'd be good. Wow.
Oh, Scott, are you sure this is gonna work?
Oh, you know what, Joe? Once this whole thing is stripped bare, it's gonna be unbelievable. Look at the bleachers.
Oh yeah, I've sat here, I've bid in here. And your register there. There was a little lady behind the window.
She's probably still there.
Yeah. Is this what you'd call shabby chic?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Is this great?
It's rustic.
Wow, I love the roof.
The holes in the
Yeah,
ceiling is
The light.
And look, I can drop things down to you, Scott.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're gonna have to up the insurance policy.
It's a bit tough right now,
Yeah.
but once they're done with it, it's got just the right look for us. It's got the right space, the cost is right, the free parking out front. I think we should make a deal on this before it goes away quick.
I think this is a good fit. Let's do it.
Great.
How many pairs of jeans do you own?
At any given time, I've got probably 3 or 4 on the go, because you never know when you're gonna blow the crotch out of one of them. You gotta have another one in line.
If something's gonna blow, it's gonna be the crotch.
That usually, that's a hard-wearing area. You ever watched an old Robert Plant video?
Button fly.
Always button fly. That way you're never trolling.
I've been known to troll.
I'm going deep. Tell my wife I love her. It's slicker than snot in a doorknob.
Whoa.
We're screwed. What is going on here? Are you still alive, Sheldon? The new warehouse gonna be great.
We're gonna need somebody to work it.
Hey, I'm here for the warehouse interview.
Oh, there you guys are.
Hey, Keenan.
Sheldon.
Do you know what a picker is?
I'm Scott Cousins,
I'm Sheldon Smithens.
and we're pickers.
See that fork in the road? Take it. We travel all over Canada.
Looking for hidden gems in basements, attics, and barns. For me, it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Oh man, we might have hit the mother lode here. I like to move fast I can always find something we can make a profit on.
I thought I'd seen it all, Scott. I'm looking for that one-of-a-kind item that has its own story to tell. Just like the people we meet, every story is different. It's not junk to us.
It's been a while since I've been on a ferry. Looking forward to getting on the mainland again. So once we get to the mainland, I got a couple lines on a few picks we can do. And
We've always done well around Vancouver and that area.
as long as you get enough picks, we can find some stuff. You know what? I think we spent enough time up here. Let's go in.
I'm game, I'm with you.
It's nice to get my hands around the coffee cup.
Hey, what you got there?
Wow.
Is that an eagle?
Yes,
Wow, where are you going with this stuff?
go to a gallery in Vancouver.
Usually it's me that can't quit picking. I'm always looking, but it's Sheldon that spots the guy carrying the stuff.
Good picker never sleeps. We're always on call.
I'm Scott, by the way.
Jackson.
Hi, Jackson. I'm Sheldon.
Sheldon and I are always interested in looking at any native art, particularly carvings.
Are you from the island?
Northern tip of Vancouver Island.
Oh, okay.
I come from Inlet, BC. My Indian name is Marlos. That means when you come to me for advice, you don't have to see nobody else. It's the final say. That's an orca,
Yeah.
but it's an abstract orca.
Generally, West Coast carvings depict animals who have spirits and are very relevant within native culture.
The raven right here, the dorsal fin, eagle for the tail.
Yeah.
And an upside down eagle that way.
Yeah, this is my favorite piece here.
It's cool.
It's a hummingbird.
Yeah.
Turn it that way. Got a little salmon going that way.
Not only is this guy a carver, he is prolific. More carvings and more carvings.
Oh, isn't that great? A fish.
That's a pretty eagle.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a seahorse.
Yeah, we're into a honey hole and we're just sitting there. It came to us.
Oh yeah, another. You got a thing for hummingbirds, don't you?
Yeah, I'm a hummingbird fan. Hummingbird is a gatekeeper of love.
So it's a good thing if I give my wife a hummingbird.
Yeah, you better buy it. Oh, this is a beauty. That's one of my favorite
Oh,
ones.
isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
How long have you been carving?
Since 1967.
Obviously, Jackson has done 1,000 carvings. He's a master carver. They're deep, they're fluid, they're so attractive.
People say, who taught you how to carve? I tell them, Emily Carr taught me how to carve. She inspired me,
you,
yeah.
Of course.
I foolishly skipped school just to go to the library all day long and
Well, at least you didn't go to the pool hall.
no. Oh,
That's where I spent my days. Man, there's some good work here.
I keep getting drawn back to this one.
Yeah, I like that one because it's colored. Native carving is funny because some of the best pieces have no color. But for the commercial market, color sells. How much do you think the whole collection's worth here?
38 pieces.
Yeah.
Probably at 40, 45 a piece.
Could we maybe do 12 of them or even 8 of them?
We can do whatever we want. We're adults.
Yeah. That's not what my wife says.
You can do whatever
So I can
you
make
want
my
as-
own decisions?
As long as it's legal. I'm feeling loose as a goose.
If we were to buy everything, I'm not saying we're gonna, what would we have to pay for everything? The 2 painted pieces are very commercial, and then the other little pieces, those are fabulous to give away as gifts. Everything.
Everything, 900.
For everything?
Yeah, everything plus that.
Okay, and how much would we pay if we added these 2 to the mix?
Those two for $550.
So that'd be $14.50 for everything. And what are the galleries gonna say if we buy everything off you?
I would tell them.
A gallery usually works on at least a 50% and sometimes a 100% markup. So this was an opportunity to buy these pieces at the same sort of price a gallery would pay for them. We were getting a great deal.
Would be prepared to take all 40 pieces?
Yes.
$1,200.
Got a deal.
Okay, thank you. Now this is one of the most interesting picks we've ever done.
Yeah.
I'm happy about the negotiation.
I'd say go back and carve some more.
Saw you coming.
The guys were real fun.
I'm pretty happy about this.
Oh yeah, you might say that Jackson broke the ice.
Man, we better get these packed before the
Yeah,
ferry lands.
yeah, people are gonna be honking behind the truck.
Geez, I just got my sea legs and we're on the mainland.
Yeah, here we are, BC South Coast.
Oh, I'm excited.
I love Vancouver.
This is your old stomping grounds, isn't it?
Sure is. Some of the best days of my life spent out on the coast here.
A little bit of sowing of wild oats. The silence is deafening. So we're going to see Tony today. I heard he's got some advertising and maybe some toys. Never know what you're going to see, but I'm looking forward to this. I'm optimistic. So what is New Westminster famous for?
Salmon Bellies, the New Westminster Salmon Bellies, the greatest lacrosse team ever.
You just reminded me, our team won the gold medal at the Alberta Summer Games in lacrosse.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty good.
Remember those Adidas short shorts? That's what we all played in.
That's an image I don't need to think about.
Yeah. I actually have a picture of me playing soccer one time. I'm going across the crease to make a save, and I'm sort of spread out. And if you saw that, you would say, that is not the same human being.
How so?
I was skinny, reasonably muscular, and I was young. I think we're coming up to it pretty close. Oh,
Yep, it's got to be right here behind this truck.
Oh, okay, there it is, yeah. This is the place.
Yeah.
Tony's Demolition.
Hey, are you Tony?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Sheldon.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Tony, Scott.
Nice to meet you.
You might have some stuff for us to look at.
I got lots of stuff. I am a demolition company.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I try to recycle what I can. I collect everything. I have toilets, doors, building material, furniture, even the kitchen sink.
A little bit of salvage here, Tony.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's one or two treasures mixed in amongst a bunch of demolition stuff. We got a couple square feet of empty space up top here.
I'm going deep. Tell my wife I love her. Whoa.
Geez, you're a climber, eh? Holy smokes.
Sheldon, look at that sign.
Yeah, I was admiring it.
Okay, I'm coming down. Let me see how I can do this. I think I'm just gonna jump.
That's a great sign.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's from a designer that made my other signs about 20 years ago.
It's good.
What would you have to pay to get that made 20 years ago?
It was over $1,000.
I'm thinking a little lighter.
A lot lighter.
Would you? Yeah. Tony does salvage. He's got all kinds of stuff. Pretty attractive sign, isn't it?
It is good.
Would you consider, say, something in the $150 range?
No. It's worth $1,000.
Well, no, it cost $1,000.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's
Oh,
worth $1,000.
I paid $1,000.
And we could do it at $200, but that's the top nut.
I'm always up for a deal. Got a deal.
Hey. Perfect. You got anywhere else to show us?
Yeah, in the backyard. Come on. Have a look.
I'm gonna beat you. Sometimes, you know, you look for Shangri-La, you get toilet heaven.
Turns out we have the rainbow of mid-century, mid-modern toilets.
Modern toilets. Got anything else, Tony?
Scott was hilarious, like he'd never seen a toilet before.
Oh, God. You get a gumball, looks like 1960s. It's got the acorn shape because it was an acorn gumball machine. Nice little machine. What would you need out of that gumball?
125?
You know what? The most we could go on that is probably 60, 65 bucks. That's the most, like.
I think I'm into it for about $50, $60.
Yeah, so you
roughly.
So you make 10 bucks.
Whoa.
10 to 15.
What about $75? You go up a little, I go down a little.
Yeah, you see.
Work with me.
You've done this before, I can see.
Yeah, all my life.
He wants too much for that one. So it's time to tag team Tony.
Sheldon, I'll let you make the call.
Two-man take him down. Scott hold him while I give him a couple of dukes. Hey, well, Tony, I got an idea. I just spotted something really creepy back there, that bat. What if we bought the two together?
What am I getting myself into here? Yeah, that is creepy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of like a version of the Victorian concept of putting dead animals in boxes, right?
How about $100 for the two?
Whoa, you stepped up. I'd take it if I was you, because I don't think you'll get a better offer if I have anything to say about it.
$100, okay.
Done.
Deal.
Good.
Deal.
Thanks.
All right. Well, let's keep looking.
All right.
So what's the sign at the back?
Is that a neon?
Yeah, it's a neon old TV sign.
Oh, yeah?
Well, that's a good one, isn't it?
Have you ever had it lit up?
No, I haven't.
So you don't even know what the colors are?
No.
Anyone that collects TV memorabilia, anyone that collects sort of space-age design, in fact, anyone that collects TV guides would want that sign. So what do you have to have out of that?
$800.
$800?
Yeah.
I almost fell over when he said that. And you don't know if it works.
No.
For $800, wouldn't you get it working?
A friend of mine paid $1,200 for it.
So just because he got taken doesn't mean we have to get taken. I hope I don't insult you, but not working, we'd be looking at $200 on a sign like that.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
So what would you sell it for, realistically?
Realistically? $500.
Well, you're getting closer to where we need to be.
I go $550.
You were at 5 a minute ago.
I know. The fun in the negotiation is it's like a game. My tactic is I'll raise the price. If they keep going lower, I'll keep going higher. And I said, you had your chance. You know, now it's this price.
How about $350?
How about $450? That's from 8. Don't forget.
We're having some fun, and that was the key with Tony. He likes a transaction, but Tony's just like us. He likes to have some fun doing it.
I'm giving you a friend price.
Okay, because you're my friend, $400.
$425.
Done.
All right, thank you, Tony.
I think we'll make some money on it. If it works, we'll make a lot of money on it.
A little more in my price range. That tequila bottle there is pretty good, isn't it?
But it's empty.
Tequila, yeah! What do you want for that?
No, no!
Yeah.
No!
20 bucks.
Oh, look at that tequila bottle. That's a classic, Scott.
No!
I'll give you 10.
No!
15.
No! No!
Deal. Deal.
Do you know what it's worth? The
15.
refund. 5 cents. We got a couple really, really good items, and we got some small good items as well. This is a bit of a pig, this thing, Sheldon. What a great sign, though.
Yeah. I don't mind taking a flyer on something good. I feel like we won on that one. We slammed Tony to the ground. 1, 2, 3.
This is quite cool, Shel.
I love it.
Everything you want on a piece of advertising, we'll have a number of people that want to buy that sign.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
I had a blast, guys. Anytime.
Thanks a lot.
Make sure you come back again.
See you next time through.
All right, guys.
Okay.
All right.
Have a safe trip. Really nice guys. We all made some money and they got some merchandise.
I was a little worried to start with, but I feel good about that.
At the end of the day, we got 3 pretty good things.
Fraser River is one huge river.
Keep your eyes peeled. This is the kind of area where you might actually see an old corner store or an old farmhouse or something that we could pick.
What if we did a cold call?
I love cold calls, as long as you do the door knocking. I think I just saw something. Is that a ferry? Way over there in the distance. It looks like an old boat of some kind, right behind that old barn.
Well, that's worth checking out.
This looks like a road here.
That's pretty deep snow.
Yeah, it doesn't look like anybody's been in here for a while.
Yikes.
As soon as I turn down that side road, don't want to get stuck here. It's slicker than snot in a doorknob. Wow, they're like a skating rink.
Think we should maybe park and walk in?
Well, there's somebody living here. I'm a little worried about this hill.
Oh, yeah.
We're screwed.
Whoa. I don't want to go over the side here because it's a pretty steep embankment.
Well, I'm going to back it up a little bit. The road's good until we get to this point.
Keep it straight.
I think, you know what, Sheldon? I
Let's
think...
walk in. We'll just walk by that no trespassing sign.
You got it.
Whoa!
What is going on here? This is amazing. It's like naval graveyard. I guess we gotta check it out.
Oh, yeah.
That's a barge. I'm not sure if we should risk going over there.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's coming.
Hi, can I help
Hi, I'm Scott. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm Gerald.
Daryl, sorry.
Daryl.
Sheldon. We sort of breached the no trespassing rule, but we just couldn't avoid looking at this crazy place.
Are these your ships?
Yeah.
So what do you do with them? Why do you have them?
Just like you have anything else, I guess.
Yeah?
Just occupying space. Do you want to go have a look?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have no idea what we're going to see in the boat, what's going to happen.
Race you across the bridge.
Get a head start. You always got to have a head start, don't you? A little edge. Oh, this is cool. There's cars and trucks on here. Look at the Volkswagen van. It's like a scene from a horror movie, but I can see there's merchandise. Can you believe this?
I truly don't know what to
Want me
make
to
of
go
it.
turn the lights on?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be
Okay.
great.
Hey, can I ask, what's her name?
It's the old Queen of Sydney.
Queen
of
of Sydney? I've been on this ship a few times. It's starting to all fill in. We're on the Queen of Sydney, a decommissioned British Columbia ferry. This is a ferry that went back and forth from Victoria to the mainland from 1960 to about the year 2000.
There's lights down below work.
Can you fire them up?
Yeah.
Yeah, turn the heat on, too.
Do we have to walk
You
down
have to
there?
run on the spot for heat.
Jerry, you got a boat anchor.
Yeah.
What do you want for it? How much?
I don't know. What do you think's fair?
50 bucks?
Okay.
Shake the man's hand, Sheldon.
Hey, I just noticed this, Jerry. Albert Savoy from Victoria. Would you part with this?
I don't know.
We'll give you another 50 for it if you want it.
No, worth more than that.
What do you want then?
I don't know. Maybe a couple $100.
Not sure we can make any money at a couple hundred.
How about 100? All of a sudden, another guy appeared.
What are you doing to my anchor?
Well, I stumbled over it.
Scott, how are you?
I'm Bob.
Apparently this is Jerry's brother, Bobby. You gotta know Bobby's tough because he's wearing an aluminum hard hat and it's about -15.
How you doing?
Good.
What do you think this is worth?
I told him don't know. 200.
Sheldon's stunned by the price. So I step in and start trying to do the double dance here, and I ask Bobby, how much do you need out of it? He says 200. 100 bucks, done! And the look on Jerry's face, I would have paid to see that.
We'll let you guys fight over that later. Yeah. Now this is starting to look pretty good,
Why are all these things in here? What is going on?
Keeps it level.
but it's not level.
Just always played with boats.
Yeah, we've always been in the water.
Well, I want to check over here. I want to make sure we're not walking by anything good.
And there's a whole bunch more stuff. I found the sporting good department, Scott.
Anything good?
Pieces, lots and lots of pieces.
There's some tractors. How the hell did you get in there?
Gotta climb. Have you figured out what's going on here, Scott?
I can honestly say I have not figured it out yet. And I think if I live 1,000 years, I still won't figure it out.
You guys like fishing gear, eh?
No, those are Charlie's. The guy that lives in here.
You mean a guy lives here?
Yeah.
We're finding things.
What's the Fairyland thing? We've got a guy that would like that.
That's Charlie's.
Ask if this is for sale, if that's for sale. Unfortunately, there's a third party involved, Charlie.
Oh, he's watching.
Oh, he's the watchman.
People come in the middle of the night with flashlights and steal stuff, which is why they have Charlie there.
What's all this? Is this yours?
Charlie's that end.
Are the records yours?
No, they're Charlie's.
Unfortunately, most of the stuff we want is Charlie's. Wow, there's a nice little mercury shell.
Hey, Scott, before you stick your hand in somewhere, I'd say there's rats.
Yeah.
No, punch him on the nose.
Yeah.
Nice 50s Mercury boat motor. We got a guy that might like that.
That one's Charlie's here.
Ah, every time I see something I like, it's Charlie's. Well, you're gonna take us up top?
Yeah.
Let's go up top. John, look at the old car.
Oh, wow, an old 30s, eh?
Look at the logo on that thing. Dodge Brothers. Have you ever seen a car with the Dodge Brothers logo? Oh, Sheldon, there's a panel van here. That's the truck we need for Double S Antiques. A Chevrolet Apache. We've been looking for a good panel van for years. Are you still alive, Sheldon?
What did you get so excited? Oh, the ice cream.
The ice cream truck. This is what we need for Double S Antiques.
This whole side here is Charlie's.
Oh, no!
You want to go up there and get a bird's eye view?
Sure. I'm always game.
You can skate up here.
Ice, ice, ice. You get right up on the top where the crow's nest is. I'm going up.
Ice rain is pelting down on us. We're in a foot of snow.
See if I can do this. It's pretty slick, though.
It's a nasty day, and Scott's going up the poop deck. Be careful, man.
See if I can do this. It's pretty slick, though. I'm telling my wife you put me up to it. You triple dog dared me. It's not a good idea to climb up metal railings covered in ice in cowboy boots.
You're a little too heavy to catch. Man, you are an impressive looking man from below, though. I'm king of the world. I have a newfound respect for Scott.
He's brave, I'm stupid.
There, we got fire going.
Oh, that's good.
Fire in the engine room.
Well, is there anything else, guys, that we should see?
No.
Let's get our boat anchor and buoy and let's hit the road, man. I think I bought the best of the two pieces. I got the anchor, but when it comes to carrying them out of there, Sheldon got the best buy.
Whoa! Here, can I throw you a life preserver?
Maybe if I get the track, I'll be better.
Given the choice between buying something heavy and something light, always go for the light item.
Brave, stupid.
Yeah. Hey,
I got an idea. We spot a little child's swimming pool.
that's a pretty good life preserver. Hey, good pick. It's not bad.
Bobby, it was a pleasure.
Nice to meet
Jerry.
Jerry, a
Yeah.
pleasure.
Hey, you run a tight ship.
you. Yeah.
If we get stuck, can you help push us out?
Yeah.
Definitely one of the most surreal picks I've ever been on. But that was fun.
Are my wheels straight? It's a sheer ditch on one side, it's a sheer ditch on the other side. You got a road that's about 10 feet wide and your tracks are 8 feet wide. Let's try it again.
Scott never tenses up unless he's backing in a whiteout.
I can't see anything, right?
Listen to Bobby.
Go ahead, 2 feet and then turn.
Okay.
All right.
See you guys. We'll see ya. Take it easy. Scott and Sheldon, I think they're Okay, guys. Maybe we can sell them something more.
Oh, I can't believe we're out of there. Thought we were spending the night.
I thought we were sleeping in Charlie's trailer in the Queen of Sydney.
No!
Oh, my God, that was unbelievably scary. So we're going to see Ken today. Got two 48-foot storage containers filled to the brim with stuff. And he's got some stuff in the yard as well.
This sounds good.
Now, I played hockey against the Langley Lords. I always liked coming to Langley to play because they had that Olympic-sized ice surface, and I could go a game without getting crushed into the boards 10 times.
Hopefully Ken doesn't crush us into the board.
Yeah, exactly. This is it, up here on the left.
Oh yeah, there's the containers.
Yep, and there's a yard full of stuff.
Oh, it's spilling out of the containers.
Yeah.
Hey, are you Ken?
I am.
Scott.
I'm Sheldon. Nice to meet you.
Hey, great.
Ken's a big, lean guy, smile on his face, twinkle in his eye, just like us, other than the big and lean part. So what's going on here? What's with all the trailers?
Just stuff I've collected over my years of collecting and buying and selling. My mom started me collecting around about 14 years old. The greatest joy in dealing with collectibles for me is when I go out and I crawl through somebody's barn and get covered with cobwebs, whatever, and I come home with that little thing that I've been looking for, and I get to put it on my shelf.
Is this all stuff for sale?
Well, you can pretty well hit me with anything.
It's all for sale.
It is.
That's what we like to hear.
I'm willing to part with anything but my wife.
Yeah. Where'd you get the washing machine that somebody turned into a cooler?
Oh, that came out of an old building up near Chilliwack. There would have been a mesh on there.
Yeah.
And your ice went on the top.
Yeah.
And then your product went down the bottom.
Right.
And then on the lid, if you lift it up, it's dated to 1908.
Scott and I both know that's not an original Pepsi cooler. Someone painted it with a Pepsi logo.
What would it cost two pickers from Alberta for, I don't even know what to call it.
Call it a beer cooler.
It's an original ice box.
We can do one of three things with that. One, we can get it redone and make it look really good. Two, we can sell it as is, or three, we can use it in the warehouse for beer. So how much?
3.5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ouch.
From our perspective, it's more like a $100 bill.
Yeah.
Now, if it was painted good, then we got a different story, but we're gonna have to strip it and repaint it.
I'd do it for 2.
How about 175?
Give me a 5-spot more and you got it.
180 bucks.
180 bucks.
Not gonna argue for $5. Ken seems keen on selling to us, which is a good sign.
I'm gonna go in for a sec, Shell.
All right.
This is gonna be a bit of a dirty pick. We're gonna be squeezing in narrow places, but hopefully we'll find a gem. I'm gonna go right back and I'm gonna walk through and then I'm gonna let you come in and walk through.
In a perfect situation, Scott and I both go in, but it's so tight, we're gonna have to tag team it.
I'm gonna get you to come take a look at this green trunk that's back here. That was a prairie piece, either Hutterite, Mennonite, Doukhobor, a folk art piece, a great piece anyone could use for a coffee table. Just like Stampede Wrestling, tag.
I'm in.
You finding anything, Sheldon?
I like the trunk.
Is it the green one?
Yeah, the green painted one underneath everything.
Yeah.
How much is it?
280.
That's an odd number. Where'd you pick that one out of? Like not 250, not 300?
No, I like odd numbers.
219.
That's an odd number, isn't it? How's 249?
How's 229?
At $1 more.
230 bucks. Okay,
230.
done.
Okay.
Okay, come on out. Let's get in the other one. Can I go up?
You can go up.
Always great when you get to a place where there's lots of stuff and the guy's prepared to play ball. Old Salada tea sign, 1930s maybe?
1925, I would say.
Yeah, they came in all different colors. I've got red and white one.
Then what you need is a yellow and black.
What would you want for that guy?
110.
Yeah, that's steep. This one's a bit beat.
That adds more flavor to the piece, as far as I'm concerned.
If it was flat out mint, we paid $300 for a flat out mint one.
But that's more fun to have it this way.
Ken doesn't care if the condition's not great. He just says, I like it better that way. So we're not gonna get any discounts based on condition today. How about, don't hate me for it, 65 bucks. That's a little more than half of what you said.
I would go 90.
Sheldon, hold out your hand. No, don't shake him yet. 75 bucks. 75 bucks.
85.
Oh, I'm better at 80.
84.
Wait. Let's go at 80.
I'll take that 80.
I'm going deep. You see if you can find anything up front.
Is this something you'd part with?
Yeah, I would think I might.
1 1/4?
140.
Sold. 140 it is.
Ken, you got an old school trumpet here. What do you need out of it?
How about 50?
How about 46?
52.
37.
50's a deal.
Sheldon,
Yes?
shake the man's hand at 48.
50.
No, 48.
50 works for me.
That'll
thanks.
work.
Whoa.
Are you still alive in there, Scotty?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a pretty good looking little saddle tree.
Yeah. That's the stitching horse.
I know it as a saddle maker's bench. The brass, the hardware, everything was well done on it. Take it home, put it in your living room with a saddle on it. Nice display piece. I do 100.
Can you do $10 better? And I'll do it 110.
Never argue for that. On a
Okay.
good piece.
Yep.
I'm coming out. I did find a cute little book and an old Empress tin.
I just bought the whole trailer, lock, stock, and barrel.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Pulling your leg.
But he can.
No, he can't.
No?
Nice little book.
Yeah.
The complete poems of Pauline Johnson.
The last date on it's 1930.
I know a little bit about Pauline Johnson. I think she was a pretty well-known Canadian poet. What would you want for a little book like that?
That's a rare book, and it's in really good shape. I would want $100 for that book.
Whoa, 100. It is a nice book, but it isn't worth 100 bucks.
I have had that for 25 years.
Ken, 25 years. Time to move that one along, I would think.
That's just a fun piece.
It's only the 14th printing.
I'm partial to that book. Honestly, I would sell it for $60.
Will you throw in the Empress tin?
I will.
Okay, 60 bucks with the Empress tin, done.
Okay.
Shake the man's hand, Sheldon. Okay, Sheldon, tag.
All right.
Before you go back,
Yeah,
I spotted a toy on my way out. Can you grab that for me?
got it.
I'll look at that while you're digging. Nice little red and green toy truck. Guys love those. They stick them up on a shelf, put a couple cans on either side, and they've got a decorated kitchen. What would you want for that?
My bottom line on that, 125.
You're already starting with the bottom line.
Okay.
Already starting
I'm
with
trying
the
to be
bottom
nice.
line. I'd do 75 on it.
I know I told you bottom line, but you guys have bought lots of things. 100 bucks.
I knew that's where you were going with it, so. What you find, Sheldon?
Just a great little piece of folk art.
I would call that tramp art, actually.
It's definitely primitive. It's in the same style as tramp art because whoever made it was just using whatever
Boxes
blocks
and
or
crates.
materials they could find. But the guy really had a flair to it. And you could either sit it on a table or you could hang it up on the wall.
I hate to interrupt this stellar conversation, but my feet are freezing.
Oh,
Cut
we
to
don't-
the quick.
Do you care about that, Ken?
That your feet are
I
freezing?
know he
Yeah.
doesn't.
What do you want for it?
I kind of prize that piece in a way.
Keeping in mind we've been your best customer of the day.
Probably 200 bucks would be best I would want to do on that.
175.
Can you bend that way? And come up a little.
Just don't ask me to bend over.
Won't do that. It's pretty neat, that.
Oh, no, you were going to bend a little bit. You said you were going to bend a little
I
bit.
know. Well, probably 195.
Sheldon, how about this? We'll beat him up. You'll bend seriously on another piece, and we'll bend on this one.
Oh.
Done. 195, sold.
195.
I've been bending lots.
You're standing straight up. We're the ones in there
I
doing
know,
the
what can I
bending.
say?
There we go. There's an old drugstore sign. 1950s, maybe? 40s?
I would say 40s. Most of them don't have the 3 sections to it.
Yeah.
That's a great sign. 3-piece porcelain steel. It's in about 8 out of 10 condition. What would you want for a sign like that?
You might have a heart attack. Okay,
Uh-oh.
I paid $1,500 for it.
Why?
Wow, you stepped up.
You had a bad day.
Yeah.
I like it a lot,
I
but I
think-
don't like it at
I know.
1,500.
You guys, I might take a $300 drop.
I think bottom line, most we could pay, and you're not gonna like it,
No, it's fine.
900 bucks.
I would take a bite. and let it go for 11, but it's just what I paid for it. That's the problem.
Yeah, and I think we've reached a bit of an impasse here because I was sticking my neck out at 900.
I understand.
And you're not happy with that, and I'm not happy with paying any more.
All right.
Okay, we'll shake on a no deal that time.
That's done.
Just
That's
shaking
good.
a no deal.
Okay.
No hard feelings.
No, not at all.
But I wanted to ask you about the weather vane. Nice folksy piece.
It is.
And some guy used every material he could think of. Check this out, aerosol cans. I love primitives, especially if they're good, especially if they're big and good. What do you think?
$500.
Ridiculous. Wouldn't pay that in a million years.
Rock bottom, and that's it, max, at 200 bucks. Because the paint's coming off of it and...
Done.
Yes. All right, that's a good way to end off.
I was saying, that's the kind of thing we'd pay two for, hoping he was going to say, no, I couldn't do that.
Thank you very much.
But he shook my hand on it, so now we're stuck with it.
He who opens his mouth
Oh.
gets to own it. I don't want it anymore. So I made up my mind if somebody would make me an offer, no matter what the level was, I was going to accept it before they could finish the sentence.
I was coming there to two as well, so
Yeah, that's okay.
good. Yeah, no, I'm happy.
Ken got me on that one. You live by the handshake, you die by the handshake.
Let's head east. And you got some good stuff, and I love the way you have a good time selling it.
I just hate leaving this sign. I know I want it, but unfortunately I got to drive all the way back to Calgary with him.
$1,000. That's the bottom line I'll do, and that's it on that one.
That's a tough call, because it's a good thing.
It is a good sign. 3 sections is tough to get. I'm trying to be nice on this.
I'd like to have it at $750. Shake the man's hand at $1,000.
No, I won't.
It's a real close call, Sheldon. I think,
Would you be offended if Scott and I had a little parlay in private?
No.
Scott, are you sure on this one?
no, I'm not sure at all. If I was sure, I would have pulled the trigger immediately.
$1,000 seems like a lot.
It's a flyer for me. This is a real flyer for me. I can tell you I've seen lots of them before, but I've never seen one quite as good condition as this for sale. And to get the 3 on it is tough.
You know what? Signage is your department. You make a call on it.
I think we take a flyer on it.
Okay.
Ken!
Yeah.
Very reluctantly, I think I've talked my partner into doing it, $1,000.
Okay, that's yours.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Ah, that's neat.
I'm carrying this one out. I like this sign. I'm not sure, but I think we can make some money on that sign. Just don't slip. Somebody will make a nice coffee table out of that trunk.
Going through the top of the van. Oh, whoa, who's driving, man? I love the airplane weather vane. We just have to get it home in one piece. We're heading back east with a good load and a new friend. Hey, Ken. That was a lot of fun.
It was wonderful.
Yeah,
Have
that
a
was
great
fabulous. Hopefully that thing stays on all the way to Alberta.
You'll fly all the way with it.
Thanks
Okay.
a lot.
Have a great
Thanks.
day.
Take care.
They go home happy, I go home happy, and I go off and do another pick myself.
Man, that was fabulous. And I know you're a little reluctant, but I'm really happy with that Rexall sign.
Well, if you're happy, I'm happy. I'm glad we're leaving on a good note.
Hopefully that thing stays on top all the way back home.
Let's go to Alberta.
We are flying off into the sunset.
Well, we're driving away from the sunset, but I know what you mean.
We're flying anyway.
Yeah.
The new warehouse is going to be great when the renovations are done. It's going to be everything we want.
But you know what? We're going to need somebody to work it. Why don't we advertise and interview a few people?
We got to get somebody that can deal with the stuff as it comes in, open it, clean it, price it.
Somebody that can maybe tolerate your quirkiness a little bit.
My quirkiness.
We might have to do some serious recruiting.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm here for the warehouse interview.
Are you Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh, there you guys are.
You Melissa?
Yes, I'm here for the interview.
Hey, Keenan.
Sheldon.
How are you?
Nice to see you.
You know Scott?
Nice to meet
Keenan?
Scott. Nice to meet you.
I actually used to work in a warehouse, and I was just one of the warehouse workers, you know, packing the boxes, and I was actually thrown into a managerial role. That's why I think I'm like perfect for this.
We're looking for somebody to man the shop while we're not around.
Well, you guys are off running around having fun, eh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like your style already. So.
Yeah.
Now, do you come by those things naturally, or did you have to work to get them?
What are you talking about, the tattoos or the muscles?
No, I'm talking about the muscles.
I guess pick stuff up and put it down a lot. I guess between the military and now fighting professionally, it's just it's part of the trade, I guess.
Are you winning professionally?
Yes, I am.
Yeah?
Yes, I am.
Good.
Yeah, you said in your resume that you've spent 25 years on Earth.
Yeah, that is what I said, yeah.
Where'd you spend the other part of your life?
I don't know, I guess somewhere out there, you know, out in the stars, you know.
How would you describe your personality?
Oh my God. Wacky.
You've never, like, poked a boss in the eye or anything like that?
No.
Have you broken a
No.
nose? No? What's the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning?
Just what a blessing it is to actually wake up, you know. Usually that's enough.
I usually think about coffee.
What do you bring to the table that nobody else could?
I would bring a female into the business. I think it'd create some fun and excitement. I think we would work good together.
I think she's suggesting we're not in touch with our feminine side.
I think she might be right.
Do you know anything about antiques and collectibles?
Yeah, definitely.
So what do you like?
Well, because I'm a musician, anything music related is huge. So old phonographs, old records, old instruments. And then two, I really like folk art.
You'd like my collection.
I grew up around antiques with my father, and I know how to handle them, I know how to move them, I know which ones are fragile.
Do you know what a picker is?
So why this job? Why this time?
I don't know, it just seems like divine timing, you know what I mean?
I have the energy that this position requires. It's a no-brainer, really.
Well, I've worked with Scott long enough to know that he's gonna beat you up occasionally.
And just remember, you can't fight back because I'm the boss.
It's good for me to work on my defense. I'll slip lots of punches and move and run.
Well, Keenan, it's been great.
Thank you.
Sheldon and I have some things to talk about, and then we're going to get back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay,
yeah.
Bye. Man, speaking of fireballs,
You got a bob and weave.
I'd like to have all of them.
I was gonna say,
I
why
think
don't
we could package.
No, that isn't gonna work.
Yeah, it's hard to decide. I got a quiz for you. Name 2 famous drummers who choked on their own vomit.
Oh, Scott.
Name me a famous drummer to start.
Well, let's say Ringo Starr.
That's what you got one.
All right, you're gonna want to tell me who they are anyhow.
Do you remember Keith Moon?
Of course.
Choked on his own vomit. Remember John Bonham?
No.
Led Zeppelin?
Oh, okay.
Choked on his own vomit.
That's disgusting.
I am a fountain of useless information.